In this video, I unbox the brand new WeiPo WR M 2x2, the GTS2M WCA edition, and the brand new AoSu WR M 4x4. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. For now, let's get into it. Alright, first up we have that brand new WeiPo WR M 2x2 from speedcubeshop.com. Starting with the packaging, I'm digging this white on blue theme. Super clean, super nice. Inside we have the accessories box, which consists more of cards than items. Inside we have those extra magnets and of course the mini screwdriver. And you can't forget that cube. Real fast, it's 50 millimeters, it weighs 63 grams. It was released September 5th, 2019, and is available in both stickerless and black plastic for $18.95 using discount code HERO at checkout on speedcubeshop.com. It's super light in my hands and it feels really comfortable. I'm not sure, but it looks like Mou's using the new color scheme for the green, which I honestly really like. I think most of these colors are just slightly different, honestly in a good way. I like that they pop more. Going into the magnet strength, it's really strong and I love it. For me, I love those strong magnetic cubes. It looks like they're using 2 magnets on each edge, which seems to be a going trend, but this lightweight cube accompanied with the strong magnets is already going to make this a more enjoyable experience for me. So going into first turns, ironically, it's a little hard to get used to. As much as I thought I would like the strong magnets, it's a little too overwhelming for me. I find that the magnets start to complete my rotation before I'm ready, and this really comes down to my lack of experience. I feel this cube is built for someone with a much better turning style than myself, and it's pretty evident. Looking at the corner cutting, I'm finding it's not quite allowing me to cut at 45 degrees. This may be because it's not lubed or it needs to be retensioned, who knows, but so far it's not really cutting that great. One thing I also noticed is that the plastic separates a bit more than normal when I apply pressure to it. In this case, attempting to corner cut and it being locked up kind of causes this to occur. I'm sure it's completely fine, but it is what it is. So under a normal solve condition, I can't imagine that this is going to occur. With that said, let's go ahead and break this down and get a better understanding of this cube. This core ball is built with speed in mind. It's nearly impossible to pop, and I've never had a 2x2 naturally want to stay intact as I remove pieces, so very well done, Mou. As for the corner, very solid piece with a groove around each of the corner tips. Taking it apart, it's really easy to separate and it's kind of shedding some light as the white separates upon pressure. It's just kind of a poor design per se. Again, nothing super critical. It's just, you know, as they start to separate, the other pieces will start to separate as well, just how it's built. All in all, it is what it is. Enough of the internals, let's get this back together. Overall, the WeiPo WR M 2x2 is a good cube for sure. It may not be better than the MGC V2 for me, but it's still too early to tell. I'll probably do a really good 2x2 comparison with a bunch of flagships soon, but for now, let's move on to something else. Up next, we have the Weilong GTS2M WCA edition. When I first got this, I was a little confused because I completely forgot that there was a WCA edition coming out. With that said, going into the packaging, we're staying consistent with that white box. The only difference are the silver letters. Inside the box, we have way more accessories. Of course, more collector cards. Additionally, we have the World Record Scramble along with the tensioning tools, screwdriver, and extra magnets. Also, we have the cube. Shocking, I know. Going into the actual cube itself, the only thing I'm noticing off the bat are the shades are slightly different from the regular GTS2M. Real fast, it's 55.5 millimeters, it weighs 87 grams, it's released and only stickerless for $25.60 using discount code HERO at checkout on speedcubeshop.com. I'm not sure if it's just me, but it feels a bit lighter than the standard GTS2M, so that may be a plus. Magnet strength is actually really different. These are some really strong magnets and a welcome upgrade from the GTS2M. Going into first turns, it's really loose. And I'm actually not unpleased with that. The balance of speed and magnet strength is really good. So again, Mou, well done. I may consider tightening it up a little bit upon setup, but this is just really nice. Because I have such a sloppy turning style, this cube really makes up for my lack of skill. So anything that makes me feel like more of a pro is great to me. Corner cutting is mind-blowing. It's cutting easily past that 55-degree mark without virtually any effort. Honestly, you can pretty much line this up with a second line and it'll cut with relative ease. This is by far the best corner cutting cube I think I own, and especially out of the box I've ever experienced in a cube. On the flip side, reverse corner cutting is around that first line, which is pretty consistent with most cubes. So take the good for the bad. All right, let's break into that core. The core structure is identical to the GTS2M, so nothing really exciting to report here. I was kind of hoping for something mildly different with this new edition, but it looks like it's going to be pretty consistent with the older version. Again, edges and corners appear to be identical. The only difference, I would say, is probably that magnet strength I pointed out earlier. So let's go ahead and get this back together. All in all, this is a really good cube right out of the box, and I really hesitate to make too many changes. It's rare that I'm ever blown away immediately in an unboxing. I know I had that same feeling with the GTS2M, but that cube is just really hard to match. But anyways, I digress. I'll stop now. On to the next. Last up, we have the AoSu WR M 4x4 from speedcubeshop.com. Just like the WeiPo WR M 2x2, aside from it being a smaller box, the contents are the same with the cards and the extra magnets and screwdriver. Going into the cube itself, it's noticeably smaller, even though it's not by much. Also, going with that consistent theme of color change, I can confirm that most of these shades are different from the AoSu M 4x4. You know, green, blue, orange, slight yellow change, definitely a red change. So again, it's nice to see these darker, more defined colors. Real fast, it's 59 millimeters, it weighs 119.8 grams. It was released August 26, 2019, and is available in stickerless as well as black plastic for $40.80 using discount code HERO at checkout on speedcubeshop.com. Checking up on that magnet strength, the outers are surprisingly stronger than I expected. With that said, it's not super strong, it's just slightly less medium strength. As for the inners, these are strong. It has super strong magnetic bump, and I like that. Going into first turns, this is actually pretty comfortable. Sure, it needs some lube because it's a little bit locky for me. Overall, I don't really run the risk of an inner layer rotating out of turn when I'm executing algorithms. M slices feel really good for the same reason. That added magnetic strength enhances my ability to slice with confidence. Corner cutting is just maybe past that first line, so nothing really too crazy to talk about. Anyways, like before, I like to break this down and check out the internals. Yeah, this will be really brief in the core. It's just your basic 4x4 core, nothing too exciting. As for the corners and the edges, there's a bit more detail. There are grooves around both the corner and all of the edges, and I'm not used to seeing that on both the edge and the corner piece when it comes to these larger cubes. It's usually one or the other. So enough of this, it's time to wrap it up and end ultimately the video with my final thoughts. The AoSu WR M 4x4 is pretty legit. Honestly, my expectations were already pretty high, given that the regular AoSu M 4x4 is my main. I'm excited to get this dialed in and possibly replace my existing main because it's really comfortable. I like the smaller feel. All in all, it was a great unboxing. I feel that any of these cubes could be mains to most people and would be happy for a long time. So short and sweet, to the point. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified of upcoming videos. Be sure you're also using discount code HERO at checkout for any and all speedcubeshop.com orders. Don't forget to give this video a like as well as comment any thoughts or questions below. Additionally, I've started a merch site, so don't hesitate to check out the link in the description and consider supporting my channel. Lastly, follow me on Instagram as well as join my Discord. Links in the description. And until next time, happy cubing.